right, everybody. I want to talk to you today about black seed, the remedy for everything but death. And black seed, is part of God's creation. And of course, he has put out there everything that we need to be made whole besides his power. And this article was written by Sayerji, who is the founder of Green Medinfo LLC, and it's from 2019. Anyway, it says, I'm going to be quoting from this article, that this humble but immensely powerful seed kills MRSA, heals the chemical weapon poisoned body, stimulates regeneration of the dying beta cells within the diabetic's pancreas, and yet too few even know it exists. The benefits of black seed. The seeds of the annual flowering plant of Nigella sativa have been prized for their healing properties forever, actually. In fact, it is known as black sesame, black cumin, black caraway, onion seed, but it's best known as black seed. And the earliest records of its cultivation and use come from ancient Egypt. In fact, Tutankhamun's tomb had black seed in it, and it was known as in Arabic cultures as Habatul Barakah, the seed of blessing. So why would it be called that? Because it works, folks. It works. In fact, I want to tell you guys, I take it, especially when I'm starting to feel something coming on. I get my black seed, but maybe I should take it more often. When I study this stuff out, I'm like, I find out and discover there's so many other properties of the things that are out there and benefits. We should do some research on our own. But many of black seeds traditionally ascribed health benefits have been thoroughly confirmed in the biomedical literature. In fact, since 1964, there have been 656 published peer-reviewed studies on black seed. So there are so many benefits from it, and including that we're going to list 20 distinct pharmacological actions it expresses. It's pain killing, so it's analgesic, it's antibacterial, it's anti-inflammatory, it's anti-ulcer, anti-cholinergic, it's antifungal, anti-hypertensive, antioxidant, antispasmodic, antiviral. It is a bronchodilator. It is anti-diabetic. It is liver protecting. It is hypotensive, insulin sensitizing, interferon inducer, leukotriene antagonist, and it is a kidney protector and a tumor necrosis factor alpha inhibitor. Now that's a lot of words. I'm going to break some of this down just a little bit, because these 30 pharmacological actions are only just a tiny bit of the wider beneficial properties that it has. It's just listing a few. And remember, lots of these have been proven. So maybe you guys need to go buy some black seed. Black seed has been researched for very specific health conditions, and some include type 2 diabetes. 2 grams of black seed a day resulted in reduced the fasting glucose, decreased insulin resistance, and increased beta cell function, and reduced glycosylated hemoglobin in humans. Okay. And then it is a Helicobacter pylori infection. Black seeds have chemicals useful in anti-H. pylori activity comparable to triple eradication therapy. It helps in epilepsy, folks. Epilepsy. Says here that black seeds were traditionally known to have anticonvulsive properties. A 2007 study with epileptic children whose condition was refractory to conventional drug treatment found that a water extract significantly reduced seizure activity. That's amazing. Also, it helps with high blood pressure. Use it 100 to 200 milligrams of black seed extract twice a day for 2 months. Reduced blood pressure lowering effect in patients with mild hypertension. Also, asthma. It has a word there, the thiamoquinone, one of the main active constituents with Nigella sativa. The black cumin is superior to the drug fluticasone, an animal mode of asthma. In other words, it found that boiled water extracts of black seed have relatively potent anti-asthmatic effect on the asthmatic airways. So in other words, as a bronchodilator, it opens up the airways of the asthmatic. So that's very important. It also helped the sore throats, tonsil and pharyngeal inflammation. This is amazing. With chemical injuries, they used placebos, controlled human study of chemical weapons injuries. Patients found that boiled water extracts of black seed, it literally reduced their respiratory symptoms, their chest wheezing, and pulmonary function test values, as well as reduced the need for drug treatment. I'm telling you, the list keeps going. It helps with colon cancers. It helps with MRSA. The black seed has that antibacterial property against clinical isolates of methicillin-resistant staphylococcus. And this is one that is amazing too. It's an opiate addiction withdrawal. It helps with that. There's so much out there. If we would truly research and understand what God has placed out there for us to use to aid, instead of running to the gods with the white coats on and asking for something over the counter, because we've got to understand that Yah made a seed, and within a seed is life and all the life that it's meant to produce and things it's meant to do within a tiny seed, because seeds contain within them the very hope of the continuance of the species that bore it, but they also have that life down inside of it, and which this article says into an intensely miniaturized holographic fragment of itself. And this article also says, if we understand the true nature of the seed, how much life, past, present, and future is contained within it, it will not seem so far-fetched if it's capable of conquering antibiotic-resistant bacteria, healing the body from chemical weapons poisoning, or stimulating regeneration of dying insulin-producing beta cells in the diabetic, just to name a few things. The greatest difference, of course, between a seed, God's medicine, and a patented synthetic chemical is the nature of God made the first, and men who are out for profit and a deranged understanding of the nature of the body made the drugs that so many put in their body. So yeah, I'm one that if we should go for the natural healing first. But I do want to say I am not a doctor or anything else. So you talk, if you need to talk to your physician, you talk to your physician, or you talk to the great physician, or you try things out, or you do your own research, because black seed is amazing. As I said, I use it and it is great, but we are not a medical show. So do not say, well, they said, don't say that, because you do your own research on it before you would take it. Anyway, you guys can jump in before we go quickly to news here shortly. If you want to.
One of the things you want to be careful is when you're looking for it, you want to make sure you read the label, because you could take it in like a tablet capsule form.
Gel form, yeah.
Yeah, the gel, you want to make sure it's a vegan, but also you want to make sure there's no extra things in it. The other thing is you can take it in oil form, or you could take it all natural like you do with chai seed, but you need to do your research and see what would work best with you, how much to put in. Like Sandy said, we are not doctors. We do not know all. We just share what we have learned, and it's very good. You can duck go it, duck go and check it out.
That's a search engine, by the way, folks.
Yeah, it's a search engine, is DuckDuckGo, and Dogpile's another one instead of Google. And you can search it out. And again, be careful. You can find it online. You can find it at health food stores. But when you do find the capsule, look at the labels. This is one thing we forget to do. We get so much in a hurry, even with our food, that we don't look at the labels of what's in our food. So we need to look at the label as well, because some companies will add something to it, and you want to make sure you get pure. So that's what I have to say about that.
Very good.
Sandy, because you take it, do you have a specific brand you take, or do you take it like seeds that you grind it up?
Right now, I like the oil or the liquid, but I usually take the gel capsule that John buys, and I can't tell you what it is because he is the one that goes and purchases all those things and brings them home. So, and I just take them.
Well,
So,
if you get a chance, you can shoot me an email
okay,
of the brand. I'm
I
very
should have
interested in
I
that.
should have taken a picture of the bottle or brought the bottle out here, but it's too late for that. I
Yeah.
didn't think ahead. So anyway, that's black seed, folks, and do some research.
One thing you said that it was a kitty protector. Why?
Kidney,
Huh?
kidney.
Oh, sorry, I heard it wrong. I can understand why kitties need protection. I don't get it at all, but okay.
Okay. Well, folks, you heard it here. It is not a kitty protector. Just to straighten that information out.
We are richly blessed to bring you what we believe is the fullest, most diverse, yet up-to-date progressive teachings, discussion, and prayer programming you can find anywhere on this planet. Be sure to take the tour of the MessianicLambRadio.com website. I'm Susan Hoogie, thanking you for joining us on the Messianic Lamb Video Network.